Thank you for downloading our Evergreen Sales Video Funnel template. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the simple steps on quickly setting up this funnel on your website. At the end of the setup, your Evergreen Video Sales Funnel would look something like this. So you've got 4 videos over here. One that's coming in 51 seconds. There's a countdown timer after every video title. The other one at 2 minutes 38 seconds, and the last one at 4 minutes 36 seconds. Now the reason I put these little timers here is so that during the course of this video I can show you how these videos will then open up. If you click on these tabs right now, they won't work. Only the first tab and the first video is visible. So let's get started. First, unzip the folder you just downloaded. You should see the following folders and files. There is a CSS folder, an images folder, and a JS folder. If you look into the CSS folder, you'll see that there are a host of bootstrap files, but there's one particular file called the VSL style.css. This file contains the CSS of your page design. In case you have to change any of the colors, the font sizes, etc., this is the file that you will make changes to. Also note that the template is based off of Bootstrap CSS. So you are completely free to use the entire framework as per your requirements. The next folder is the image folder, where you can store any images related to this template. At the moment, you will find just 2 images. One is the logo, and the other one is a background image of our featured area. Another folder we have is the JS folder. Here, we've got the latest jQuery version and a responsive tab jQuery plugin. All files in this folder are important. Now, let's see the 2 PHP files we have. The one called Evergreen variables.php is where the magic is stored, and new.php is where magic happens. So if you go inside Evergreen variables.php, which is this, you'll find a bunch of variables that you can change according to your business requirements. The first is the funnel name. Your funnel name is actually the name of the cookie that tracks a person's visit to this page. So you want to be absolutely sure that this is a unique name. Also, as a help, we have given these comments right above variable. Very useful to go through these comments before you enter any of those variable values. This is an important part that makes the Evergreen sales funnel an Evergreen funnel. Be very careful when you are adding delay timers. This is number of days, and so if you want to open a video only some hours after a visitor accesses this page, then the number of hours have to be converted to days. In this case, 0.00069 times 24 hours in a day times 60 minutes in an hour is 0.99, which is 1 minute. So whenever you are adding the delay, make sure that you convert it into the number of days. Next is the embed URL for the videos. So if I've got 4 videos and I want to add the video source 1, then I'll use the embed URL for the video source. Currently, we would use YouTube videos. When you add a URL, make sure that you use the URL from the embed code of the video and not the regular URL from the browser. So for instance, if I have to use the URL for this video, then I'll click on share, click on embed, and then this URL that you see right here in the embed code would be used over here. Do not use the one that you see here or the one that you grab from right-clicking the video. Rest of the variables that you see here are pretty intuitive. And while some variables are just a yes or no, like featured area if you set featured area to yes, then the featured area on our page will show. This is the featured area. If you set it to no, then the featured area won't show up. Similarly, there is the featured area H1 text and the featured area subheading text. If you just set it to no, then nothing will show up even if you have any text right over here. But if you set it to yes, you'll have to add some text on H1 and some text on the subheading. You could, if you don't want a subheading, just keep it blank. You can use HTML tags within these, but you will have to escape the tags with slashes like this, like we have shown over here. Also make sure that when you are adding the variables, the values for the variables, do not delete these quotes. These quotes are important because they enclose the value of a variable. Now, like I said, rest of the variables are pretty intuitive. You have the title for video 1, the description for video 1. So this is the title, the top heading, and this is the description. And hey, now you see that our timers are done, and so you have a text here that appears after the countdown timer is over, which says available, watch now. But because the page has not reloaded, they are still unclickable. So in order to see these videos, we have to refresh the page. And once you refresh the page, all these tabs are now active. Okay, back to our variables file. So like I said, all the rest of the variables are pretty intuitive. There is this button text. If you want to use button, say yes. If you don't, just say no. Also, if you don't want to use the countdown timer, you can just set it to no. Now, right now I have set disclaimer to no, but if I set this to yes and save this file and refresh it, and I've got the disclaimer here. So this entire row is of the disclaimer row. So you've got the disclaimer and you've got the address of your business. But if you set it to no, save it, and refresh this, then it's gone. You have the copyright text right over here. Now, if you would like to add new rows or columns or blocks of text in this page somewhere, then you have to go into the new.php file right here and add those texts or blocks or rows right over here. Also, you could rename this new.php file to any name that you'd like. And when I show you how to upload these files on the server, I'll rename this to index.php. But one thing that you have to make sure is that every new funnel that you launch should have a different file name. And like I said, you can use Bootstrap framework, so that's pretty convenient for making changes to this page. Alright, so now that we are well aware of the files we have, let's see how to put these on our server. In order to keep it really simple, we advise that you go to your root directory. So right now I'm in the FTP FileZilla, and I've got this root directory of my website. I'm gonna change this file name to index.php, and let me just refresh this here on my server. I've got this Evergreen Video Sales Funnel, the folder where all the files are in my local. I have to upload all of these into my root directory. I have got WordPress installed, but it doesn't matter. If you have WordPress or you don't have WordPress, it doesn't really matter. All you have to do is go to your root directory, and we advise that you create a new directory here with a unique folder name. Generally, we recommend to name it on your product name. So if I'm launching a course, let's say on video funnels, I'll name it to video funnels. Click OK, and I've got this folder right here. I'll go inside that folder and I'll upload all of these files into this folder. Alright, so now that I have my files uploaded on my server, now I can go to my website and go to the URL, depending on the name I gave to the directory I created earlier. And as I hit enter, you'd see that my page is now working. And I've got these 3 videos that are disabled right now. I cannot click on them, but as these 44 seconds get over, and we'll wait for the 44 seconds to get over, we'll see that this will become available. 2, 1, go. It's available now. I'll refresh the page, and you can see that this tab is now working. Alright, so that's the video. Also, you will see that I also give these instructions in this readme.html file. So if you have any questions, send me an email at maliks@expertmarketingsistance.com, and I'll respond to you immediately. Thank you.